Excellent evening, everyone. Excellent evening to every one of us. We are all highly welcome to this evening's broadcast. Welcome to us all. How are we doing? How was our day? I hope your day was very good. And if your day was very good, if your day was very great, join me to say praise the Lord for giving you a good day, okay? And every morning I wake up, I just say thank you, Lord, for waking me up. Thank you, Lord, for giving me another day to really serve you, another day to serve humanity, another day to serve myself. Because we women, sometimes we don't get ahead to actually take care of ourselves. We just take care of others without taking care of ourselves, okay? So anytime you wake up, you should be grateful to God for all he has done, for all you have done for us. Hallelujah, we are grateful, oh Lord. Welcome to every one of us. Welcome to this evening's broadcast. Incidentally, I didn't know I didn't even advertise this evening's broadcast. It just, as I wanted to go live, I said, what's happening? Where's my description and cover note? And I did not find it. So those of you who were sharp like I am, Auntie Laurel and Amaka, just saw it now. Maybe like 6 minutes ago before I came up live. Anyway, it is well. All right, I would like to share. So help me to share this one that I forgot to actually share it. So I will really need you. I will really need you to share this and share. Let me reduce this. I really need you to help me today to share. Since I didn't advertise, a lot of people will think we are not coming on live. That's what a lot of people will think, and even myself that I was supposed to repost. Maybe if I reposted yesterday's video, I would have been able to remember this. Oh, so much on my head. All right, so you're all highly welcome. I just want to try to share to a few groups, and then we get about today's business. It's not going to be a very long session, but it's very going to be a very important discussion. How do you plan your retirement? Okay, it's some of those questions that when they come to some people, especially for those of us who are who are small business owners, and that's where I want to concentrate, because people who are working in government, those who are civil servants, federal government workers, and some company workers, at least they talk about retirement plan, and then if they don't, pension plan people will come, the government will come, and they will all be, trying to make them do the needful. But for those of us who are in our own private businesses, our own small private businesses that maybe you don't even have any employer, maybe you're only staff in your company, or maybe even if you have, okay, you're still talking about the now, not tomorrow. All right, but it's very important that you look at the future. And that's why even when we started this year, I told us you need to have your plans, short-term plans, medium-term plans, and long-term plans. And when you're talking about your long-term plans, then you should have like 10 years, 20, 30, 40, 50 years come. And that's when those 20, 30, 40, 50, depending on your year comes, you now begin to think about retirement plan. It's absolutely important that you think about this retirement plan, you plan about it, you work on it, and make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to do. So we're all highly welcome. I'll greet those who have joined us live now. Esther Hero, you're welcome. All of us that people who are small scale business owners or big business owners that don't have a lot of staff or government involvement much, go and call them. Share to them so that we can brainstorm, okay? And in today's session, I want you to type in your comments, and if you want to come on live with me, just request for you to come up live, and then I can allow you to come up live to also join today, because it's absolutely important that we actually look into this. I mean it. We actually look into what we're talking about today, okay? Once I put on the studio lights, it will come. Hello, Joy Olanre Waju, you're welcome. Beatrice, Elise, you're welcome. Jane Destiny, Tom West, you're welcome to this evening's broadcast. Let's share out. Okay, so we're looking at how do you plan your retirement? Okay, how are you going to plan? Are you confused on how your retirement will look like? Okay, first of all, have you even thought about it? Or you're just living for today? Have you thought about your retirement? How is it going to go? Okay, have you planned about it? Whichever one, I'd like you to actually look at it today. Because we small business owners, okay, when they talk about small business owners, there are people who have less than, let me just say, maybe like 500 staff. 100 to 500 is still medium, okay? 0 to 100 is small business. 100 to maybe 500, maybe medium. Those who are having now 500 to 1,000, maybe large scale. So where do you fall in? Okay, maybe I'll fall in, not even, I don't think I have up to 100 staff, maybe like 80, 90, I don't know. Do I even have up to that? All right, when I think about all my businesses, but then we are all within the category of small business owners, okay? You know, and there are different forms from average hourly. If we have employees, maybe some of us have some employees that are average hourly earners, or those that are weekly or monthly earners. But most often we, overlook the differences. We overlook the fact that you need to, as a business owner, plan out your life. Hello, Bumi Bello, you're welcome. Welcome, Lizzie. Ngozi Stanley, hi, how are you? Oh yeah, thank you for joining me. Olaoluwa, you're welcome. So today we will talk. If you want to join me live and you say invite me, I will invite you. Let's talk to ourselves. What's our business plan? Okay, what's your retirement plan? What have you planned as your retirement plan? Hello Maggie, you're welcome. All right, so because today we're going to be discussing various retirement plans for small business owners, and not even only that. Even if you're working for government, I want you to even think about it. Maybe you're a civil servant, or you're working for a kind of a company. How much are they planning for you to retire? I want to ask you, how much are they setting aside? Because already when you join a company, they will know. They will tell you how much they're setting aside as your retirement money, and they will also tell you, like, you will know if you're contributing with them, or they are the only ones contributing towards it, or is a joint one. Okay, you will know if you're working. But I want to ask you, have you looked at that money? Okay, people who retired on pension that they are being paid by government, by some company, like 30 years ago in Nigeria, for example. 30 years ago in Nigeria, how much was dollar? How much is dollars now? How has inflation happened? So all these and all are what we're going to be looking at today to ask ourselves these also important questions. Okay, when you are busy running your own business, retiring could be the last thing on your mind. Okay, because what you're looking at is, how do I grow my business? How do I make my business become, global and things like that, better? And every day you're looking at all the expenses that can even keep your business running. So you don't even think about retirement. How many people are small business owners here? And how many people are employed in a job? And then how many people are medium scale business owners? Please help me put in the comment section. If you join me live, tell me which category you belong to: civil service, civil servant, federal government worker, company worker, small business owner, medium scale business owner, and the large business owner. There might be one or two with us today, we don't know. All right, so whichever one you are, please help me to put in the comment section. Hello Helen, Anozie, you're welcome. So what business do you have? Because planning your retirement well in advance can make it easier for you to enjoy the future the way you want it to be. I'm going to be asking us some questions today, okay? I'm going to be asking you some questions, okay? Now, number one, will you sell your business when you want to retire? Question number one, would you want to sell your business if you're a small business owner? Excellent evening, Olajoke. So let's put in the comment section for me which business or what category do you belong to: small business owner, medium scale business owner, large scale business owner, civil servant, company worker, or federal worker. Okay, let's just put to me. Okay, all right then. Many business owners plan to sell their businesses, okay, to fund their retirement, especially abroad. But it's important to be very realistic, because it isn't always easy to find a buyer who is prepared to pay the price you want. Okay, particularly if you're hoping for a quick sale. You're not able to get that if you're hoping for a quick sale. Now, and even if you intend to keep on working well beyond your retirement age, unforeseen circumstances such as poor health or change in the market conditions could force your hand. So it's important for you to prepare. For example, I'm sure you know some people closed down their businesses post-COVID. Okay? Hello, good evening, Gold. Good evening. How are you? Civil service. Okay, Maggie is civil service. Okay, Maggie, I'm also asking and telling all of us, because we are all planning. Even if you're a civil servant, how much are they bringing out for your retirement? You know how you ask yourself about inflation consequences on your retirement plan and pension scheme is ask yourself, those who retired from that your present job 30 years ago, how much pension are they collecting now? And ask yourself the second question, if I am the one collecting that pension now, as if I'm the one, will it be enough for me at that present age? Okay, so that's what you need to be. All right, because it says I'm a retired civil servant for 1 year now who has started small business owner. Okay, now you even after retiring as a civil servant, you're not starting another business. Thank God you are even starting. Okay, now you even plan to start. There are some people who were civil servants that didn't plan to start anything. Hello Gladys, you're welcome. Because let me tell you, there's a lady that the day she retired and went home, that was when it dawned on her that she didn't plan anything. She was just depending on this her pension. And how much is pension? I mean, I don't know. I've never worked before in my life. Oh, I've always been a business owner. I've never worked for anyone. So those of you who collect pension or know what pension is, please talk here. Let us hear. That's why I say I can bring you off live so that you can talk. Because if you can come off live and tell us how much is this pension every month. Hello, Lizzie said, I retired as a federal director. I worked for the federal government for 35 years. What I receive as pension is nothing compared to the number of years I put in. That is the truth. Lizzie, you're telling the truth, because I have a lot of people who tell me that. I'm a businesswoman, okay? I sell things. Today alone, 2 retirees already called me. They are sick. They are having arthritis, okay? One of them is in Ekiti State. Another one is in Lagos State. Now, these two, because I don't want to talk about, maybe you think it's because it's Ekiti. One from Lagos, one from Ekiti today, called me to ask. And I told them, I said, okay, what you need, I'm doing a promo on Forever Move. I'm doing a promo on Active HA. These are the 2 things you need. And then you can also add Aloe Heat Lotion if it's, you know, you need to massage it and things like that. And these women told me, ma, I've not received the pension I just received. I use it to pay for hospital, whatever. Before end of month, that I will receive another pension. It made my heart to bleed. Because a number of people they put in, see Lizzie here, 35 good years, for God's sake. 35 good years. You use it to serve the federal government of whichever country. Let me not call Nigeria. And then when you look at what they are now giving you, after putting in 35 years, you wonder what it's all about. That's why we are here to discuss. And we're discussing, especially now, we are middle-aged women, most of us here. Some of us have not retired, some are 40 years, they are about to retire, okay? You need to plan. So when you're putting in that 35 years for the government, you need to put in your own for your retirement time. Hello, Abigail, you're welcome. Hello, Idowu Princess, you're welcome. Welcome to Lawyer Ajayi. I'm asking us, tell me here, what is your retirement? What is your job? What are you doing? Are you a civil servant? Are you a federal government worker? Are you a company worker? Are you a small business owner, middle-scale business owner, large-scale business owner? Put it here. We're discussing about our future. Because, you know, another question I need to ask us is, how do you want to retire? What is your plan? All right. Lizzie says she's running a grocery store to augment, okay? She's running a grocery to augment now. But I tell you, Lizzie, if you had started 35 years ago when you entered that job, to plan on a good business that will pay you well, when you retire, a passive income. A passive income, because it's not even late, Lizzie. You need to start planning for it now, because how old are you? Very soon you will not be able to run around that grocery shop, and that pension the government is giving you will not be enough. We need to tell ourselves the truth. I love telling myself the truth, and that's what we're here to do today. Hello, Mahoy. She said, hi, Smile, people are listening to your show. Okay, thank you, welcome. Welcome, Molly. Welcome, Molly. You are a teacher. You're still a teacher. Are you teaching in a federal government school, state government school, private school? Where are you teaching? Tell us here, okay? Muvumi, Modipe, you're welcome. We need to tell ourselves these things. All right, because it says, I'm not under pension because I work with a church organization that pays off gratuity at retirement. Okay. Now that gratuity you were paid, and you're now using it to do work. You know what I want to bring to us, our attention today, so that we can also teach other women and everybody. Let me tell you, there is enough room in the business world. There is enough room in the passive income world for everybody. Okay? So that's your gratuity. If you look at it and you just started a small business, thank God for that organization that even gave you gratuity. You now need to plan for the future. Because a time is coming when that your small scale business you're doing, you will not be able to do it yourself, okay? Lizzie said it's very important for one to plan before retirement. I'm telling you, it's absolutely important. It's as important as planning and doing that job altogether. Hello, Taiwo, you're welcome. Molly, Sabo, you're welcome. It's a private school. All right, I don't know how much your salary is. I don't know how much, if they have any pension scheme. But I want to tell you, today is good for you. You need to plan your own pension scheme with what we're going to be talking about today. Hello, Princess Obeyemi says, even the take home at the moment can't take you home. Absolutely true. Especially with the dollar rate in Nigeria, for those of us in Nigeria. When I came back from US, I was extremely, I just woke up one day and they told me dollar is 800. I put my hand on my head. I said, no, it's not true. It's not true. It's not true. All right. Then he says, I've always been doing business with my civil service job. Yes, but now we need to plan for retirement. And planning for that retirement, you need to give it a concrete plan that can take you there. And that's one of the things we are here to do today. Okay, so I said some people plan to sell their business. Some people also want to allow plenty of time. Okay, you need to, if you want to sell your business, you need to allow plenty of time. And where is that time when you're already retiring? And then remember that the buyer is also investing in the future of the business, so they want to see positive and realistic forecasts in that your business if you want to sell. So they might want to look at all your plans all through the year. So you need to keep your books, your equipment, keep everything well if that is what you want to retire on. Then other people would like to do a succession planning. Okay, passing your business on a family member or employee may sound straightforward. But again, you should allow plenty of time to walk through the process and clarify all the details. For example, do you intend to retain any interest in the business? Will you own the property, or you give out the properties and things like that? Okay? Some other people try to save money for their retirement, trying to get a bank account or savings account, and then some people also, because that usually personal superannuation isn't compulsory for small business owners again, right? So, and when I talk about superannuation, super is that money that you set aside as an employer, or over your working years, so that you will live on it by the time you retire. When you set aside that money, let's take for example, if you started setting aside that money like 30 years ago, 40 years ago, up till now, dollar 40 years ago was how much? Maybe 1 naira to $1. Today, what is it? 700 and something, 600 and something to $1. That money will be rubbish. That money will actually not make much sense. So savings might not actually solve your problem. Then some people now plan and say, no, I'm not dying now. I'm going to live longer than my age. Nothing is taking me away. They are still trying and trying, deceiving themselves that they are going to live longer. Is that the truth? Are we telling ourselves the truth with that? Are you telling yourself the truth with that? You're not telling yourself the truth with that. So you might not actually live that long as you're planning to. So that also is not a plan that can work for you. All right, so how to prepare for your retirement as a small business owner. Don't forget to plan for the future. Don't forget to plan for the future. Okay, Molly said, I'm happy to be part of this teaching. All right, thank you. Miss Sambalogu, you're welcome. Good evening all the way from Cotonou. God bless you. All right, we're going to be looking at some simple steps to prepare you for your retirement, as no matter whom you are actually. Because we have looked at all the possibilities. As a civil servant, how much is it? As a federal government worker, how much is it? Even as a small business owner that you plan to sell your business, how much can you get from it when you're retiring? You plan to give it to another person to handle and be giving you maybe salary or some more. How do you trust that person? You know, there are so many things. So you need to have a plan that can actually work for you. Okay, because right now, especially for those of us who are small business owners, who are employers, you're so busy growing your business that you put off the retirement plan. Even those of us who have retired and we are now working our businesses, you're so busy trying to grow that business that you just forget the retirement plan and you put it off. All right, Titi Layo said, I retired as a nurse last year, and up till now I have not received my contribution, can you imagine, from her PFA, and she has not received her gratuity up till now. I'm into buying and selling, and God has been blessing me. Okay, I cannot come and die. God will bless you, my dear. That is it. So you see that so many of these places will fail us. So it's absolutely important that you look into it now, no matter whom you are. No matter how much you're earning, you need to look into retirement plan. For example, some people want to retire on their children. Let's look at that. Maybe you have 4 children, 3 children, 6 children, or maybe up to 7 like some of us, 8, 10 like some other people. And you now want to retire on your children. Let's remember now, I want to ask you one question. Please answer me here. When you were growing up, those of us, okay? Our parents didn't used to remind us of issues. You already have a plan of how you can send money to your parents. In fact, when we were growing up, when those of us that are firstborn are over, our parents are passing the younger ones to us, isn't it? Now, tell me these days, those of you, how many children can you, the younger ones, can you pass to the older ones? They are still struggling with their own problems, so they cannot even take any of those children, last borns, to help you to train. Or in fact, before they finish solving their own spouses and their own children's issue, before they will even look at you. So you see, you can't retire saying that you invested on your children. I know some people who were saying that their investment is on their children and so they will retire on their children. You can't retire and feel that your investment is your children. It cannot work, okay? So depending on your children also is not even a way that you can handle this thing. So number 1, you need to develop a life goals plan. You need to develop a life goals plan. Taking a hard look at the numbers is the first step. You need to tell yourself the truth, and you need to take a hard look at the numbers. Get your paper and biro now and plan your life, okay? A simple retirement model can give you a simple planning and saving roadmap. Get your paper and biro. It's common to make the mistake of underestimating the cost of future living expenses, and also overestimating the cost of your future static income. How you know that is using dollar. Maybe you saved, let me even say you saved let's do that mathematics, okay? I have my calculator here on my phone. Let me bring my biro. Let's do that mathematics. When you were working, you were saving, and then you saved 20 million. And then you're retiring. Maybe you retired. Let me even take, for example, like 3 years ago, dollar was still about 150 naira to $1 at 20 million. Okay? Now that your 20 million that you saved, if it's now and you have that 20 million, when dollar, let's even divide it, okay, so that I will show you how the money is degraded. Now you saved 20 million naira when dollar was 150, okay, to 150 naira to $1. So then you had $133,000 plus, okay. Now that's your 20 million today. Now you still have that your 20 million in the account, let's even put it, and then dollar by today I had is 640. Even last week or early in the weekend it was 700. Let's even take today's one, that is about 650. Now what do you have? It has reduced drastically. It has reduced very, very drastically. Let's do this equation very well so that you understand. So 20 million naira by 2022 divided by this 650. Now you have just 30,000. Can you imagine? From $133,000 to 30,000. That's the equivalent. So that will show you that saving money cannot help it. Okay, so that's the common mistake of overrating future static income. So running the actual numbers on basic retirement model can help you to see where you are and understand the thing. So here are some questions, life important questions guide that I would like you to ask yourself as you want to develop, because there's no need, you can go to pension place for them to help you, but you need to at least start with yourself on what is my plan, what am I doing about this thing, to know what to do. No sound, please. Are we hearing me? I might need to increase this to be sure. Somebody says she's not hearing me. Okay, so there is sound. It must be you. Victoria, check your system. It must be you. There's sound here, okay? So there's sound here. All right, so what are your predicted sources of retirement? That's question number 1. I need to adjust my phone. All right, so what's your predicted sources of retirement income? Please, can we answer it? We're on a practical session. No, I'm not running and whatever. So those are the questions. Even if you can't answer it now, write it down and answer it later. Okay, they are hearing me. They can hear me. So look at your system. Victoria, look at your device. It must be your device. Hello, Neka. Good evening. You're welcome. So what are your predicted sources of retirement income? You need to write it, okay? Then question number 2. Where do you want to live and what is the cost of the living there right now? When you check where you want to live, the cost of living there, you now put inflation into place, okay? Then another question you need to ask yourself is, have you accounted for both increased cost of living as you age and the added expenses of health issues? Like I was telling us today that 2 retirees called me and they had arthritis and they needed their supplements. Okay, in fact, one of them, I had to ask her a question. I said, do you have your children who are working? And she told me, ma, as if you don't understand the children of these days. And she's telling the truth, as if you don't understand the children of these days. Okay, if the children of 2022, we cannot understand them, is it the ones of 2040 something that we will understand? No. Then another question you need to ask yourself. Good evening, Nena. You're welcome, okay? What age do you want to retire? For those of us who have not retired. Now you can retire, refire, okay? Retire and refire. What do I mean by retire and refire? Retire from civil service, federal government working, company working, and refire into your own small business. Now that you have refired into your own small business, what is your retirement plan again in the future? So you need to actually find this out, okay? And then after answering these 2 questions, remember I said step number 1, develop a life goal plan. And then I also ask you that you should look at the numbers first. And then I asked you these 4 questions. Your predicted sources of income, where do you want to live, account for the cost of living now and then, and also put into account because you're aging. So your health, we need a lot of other things that you wouldn't have had when you were much older. Okay. Hello Julie, good evening. Good evening IK. All right. So the third thing is you need to have an exit strategy. If you have already exited from your government work, what is your own strategy now? If you have none, you also need to take into place this strategy. Remember I said when you come in, tell me whether you're a civil servant, a federal worker, a small business owner, a medium scale business owner, or a large scale business owner, as we do the discussion. And please help me put comments as we're talking. You need to have your own strategy to exit or to go. One important factor you need to consider is what will happen to your business when you retire. For those of us who are retired, who are business owners. Okay, and then what will happen to you as a person when you retire if you're working for somebody? Okay, so I've already asked the question for those who are small business owners. Will you pass your business to a family member or to a friend or to sell it to an outsider? Will you have someone currently working for you to take over to buy out your interest, or do you have an early escape plan if health issues forces retirement sooner than you intend? Sooner than you intend, health issues can actually force that. Hello Esther Mark, you're welcome to this evening's broadcast. Knowing your future exit strategy can help guide your today's important business decisions, important life decisions, in all the other decisions you're doing. You need to appraise the future value of your investments, the future value of your business. Because I call pension plan investments. That's investments you're making. If your company is doing that for you or you are doing it for yourself, I call it like, it's the same as if you're having your investment plan. So you need to appraise the value of that your retirement plan. Your business might be your biggest asset, but how do you know what it will worth when you are ready to retire? And one of the hardest questions for us business owners to answer is what the true market value of the business will be down the line. That's one of it. And that's why it's important for us to do something that will keep giving you money at the current state, at the current year that you are in. Something that will keep giving you money at the present stage, not money that is stored in the bank and is being devalued every day. That's not what you should look for, okay? Like I said, if you want to contribute towards this, you can also ask me to invite you. I'm looking at the screen. I will invite you, or you touch it to tell me to bring you to the video, and I'll bring you to the video. Now, let me tell us the truth. The best way to retire is retiring in a business that does not depend absolutely on you or your present stage. Mark it well. Now, if your business is that you wake up in the morning, you go and open your shop, or you sit down to do your business, and whatever you're getting from that business is all the effort you're putting into that business, then that business will not be a good business to retire on. The best business to retire on is passive income business. The business that can give you income, whether you're working or whether you're not working, or whether you're opening your shop, or whether you're not opening your shop, whatever you're doing, to build that business along the years, for some years, and make it a solid business, having leverage. That's the best kind of business to do to retire with. Hello, Alabifum Lola, you're welcome to this evening's broadcast. That's the best. And how do you get that business? We need to tell ourselves the truth. For you to leverage in a business, and leverage well, that business, you need to raise people who can do that business with, for you and for themselves. Do that business with you, do that business for themselves, and do that business for you. Let me put it that way. And it's it's not very common to get such kind of business. But the best business that can give you that is a good network marketing business. I tell you the truth. Now, don't go away. Let me explain network marketing to you. Network marketing business does 4 things that help you build passive income and leverages. Number 1, when you're in network marketing business, you have free coaching. that will coach you on how to do that business. And it gives you an avenue to coach others when you have learned what to do. So when you're coaching those people, the company is paying you for coaching them. Now, those people you're bringing in are in the business for themselves, by themselves, and yet they are in the business for you. I have one of my downlines and one of my global influencers here today. Like, remember, this year I'm raising 100 global influencers. And those 100 global influencers, I need people who want to retire in grand styles to join that. I need people who want to retire in a way that they will have passive income when they retire. I need people who want to retire having leverages, because that's what we do. I give you an example. I did a trial this 5 weeks I was away in United States of America. My phone did not roam, so I could not really do so much business in Nigeria. But I tell you, my points were still up to what it was when I was not around. Because I already have people who were working, who were doing the business for themselves, by themselves, who I have trained through the years, and the company understands that I'm the one that trained them. Now, why I say they are in the business for themselves, by themselves, what they are doing it absolutely for themselves. I'm not taking out of their profits, I'm not taking out of their bonuses. No, the company will give them their 100% bonus, they will get their 100% profit. But then the company now looks at me again and says, this Ngozi is the one that trained this person. So as long as this person is doing business with us, we will keep paying Ngozi a percentage. Now, as global influencers, when you join me, I will help you to use your talent, your hobby, your passion. And that's the best way to retire. If you retire using your hobbies, your passion, you know what you love doing, then you can do it even up to grave. And that's the very beautiful thing about global business. What I'm doing today, even if I'm not feeling fine, like today is day 4 of the fasting and praying I'm doing for us, okay? Today is day 4. I have not tasted oil. I have not tasted anything cooked in my kitchen, okay? Yet, I'm doing this business. I'm strong. I'm doing it because that's what I love doing. I had lassitude like 30 minutes before I started this. I got my bottle of water and my light ultra, and I took a lot. I mixed it and I took it, and I'm here. But if it's something I don't love doing, I will get tired of it. So that's why joining the global influencers to make and plan and build a passive leveraged income business that can help you 10, 20 years to come is what it takes. Like I was telling us, I tried it. So by the 15th of this month, the company is still going to pay me maybe even more than what they paid me last month. Why? Because as I was there and the little business I was able to do, maybe half of what I usually do, all my global influencers are working. Like I've raised up to 45 of us this month. They are working and working their business. Princess Idowu is here. She kept calling me because she's on WhatsApp, telling me what she's doing and getting her profit. They also pay her, you know, and some other people. So the best business to retire with is a business that can pay you passive income. And passive income does not come when you are doing the work all the time by yourself. It comes when you have raised people who are in the business for themselves, by themselves, who are getting their own profit, getting their own bonuses, and you are still getting your own, and the company is paying you from them. Now, for everyone that joins me, the company pays me maybe like, some people they pay me 18%, some people they pay me 13%, some people they pay me 8%, some people they pay me 6% of all their total monthly work because I'm training them. So that is the best place to be in. And one of the biggest mistakes a small business owner can make when preparing retirement is overestimating the value of their business, like I'm saying. So as you age, so potentially does your client base. And you know, your demographic might also decrease. But if you have young people that you have trained in the business, who are in what we call a leveraging company, passive income company, who, when they are doing their own work, what they are doing will still pass through you, like an income will pass through you, then that's when you have done the right thing. Because even if you say you have a cloth business, and like for those of us in Igbo, me, I'm from Nnewi, okay? And Nnewi, of course, you know that Nnewi in Anambra State, we are the barbers when it comes to spare parts. Now, when it comes to spare part business, you settle the person who has served you, okay? And the person who has served you has settled. Once you settle them, they are out of your grip. They are not bringing back any income for you. Thank you for the thumbs up, okay? They're not bringing back any income for you. They're not bringing back. You settle them out. They go and live their own life. So they don't even return anything to you for, it's only psychological. It's only if they want, they do it. But when you are in a network marketing business, that is correct. I'm also going to briefly tell you, it's not every network business that works. So my own business is 44 years old. A company that has existed for 44 years old, you can imagine, is not going anywhere. It's now a grandpa. And the good thing is that our market plan is fantastic. Our market plan is very, very great. And that's why the company pays you for all the people you have trained. Thank you, John Rose, Mavis, thank you. For all the people you have raised, they will be paying you. But now, if I go and settle somebody in my spare part business, the person goes away. Even when they buy big cars, people to bring a bottle of wine to say thank you for giving them the business that buys car, they will not serve, okay? But this business, anybody you train, and the person is still doing the business, it's fantastic. If the person buys even common tooth gel, and I mean common tooth gel, the company gives you maybe 13%, 10%, 18% of that tooth gel anytime they enter and buy it. What else are we talking about? This is how you can do your retirement plan. That is the first stage of at least getting an income. Remember, that's what I said. Having an income that outlives you. And another beautiful thing about our company is that it's not just about you. You can will it out. You can will it to another person. You can decide the accounts, everything will be coming to your name. Anytime maybe you exist this world and go out, your children can carry all the documents to Forever Living Company and say, our mommy has gone to be with the Lord, and this is the person she willed it to. They will show them. And if your mommy didn't will it to anybody, or your father didn't will it to anybody, you people will agree that this is now the next account number we're going to give the company to be paying the bonuses to. Okay, so that's how the company works. Okay, so you need to count entirely on the scale of the business to fully fund a long retirement, thing. You need to actually know what you're doing. And then another thing, as you now get this business, Forever Living business, that can pay you for life, Forever Living business that can pay you when anybody you have introduced the business to, or those that they have introduced the business up to fourth generation of your downlines, you're still getting bonuses from them. Okay? And the way the chain goes, in fact, I say up to the last generation. Because if you take 4 generation gives to the highest person, the other 4 gives to, by the time they go 4, it will have eventually hit you. So as you're getting this money, you need to consider your other assets and your other investment. Now that you have answered the basic questions to guide you and look at what business is worth, it's time to consider other assets and investment that you have. Know what income your investment needs to produce, as part of your retirement plan, and adjust your investment according to, to meet those needs that you have. And this might be another time where it would be productive to work with a financial planner so that you will actually maximize it. Now, that's what I'm doing. Every month that I'm still working, that I have this business that is paying me well, that I have this business that will still pay me, I'm also bringing out my bonus. I cut my bonus into 2. I use my daily profits to run the home, run what we're doing. And then when my bonus comes on the 15th, I cut it into 2. I take half and I invest it. I use the other half to put as my capital to run my business and do other things. That other half, after removing the one for church and things like that, I will now know what to do with it. So you need, that's another thing that you need, because when you're running even this kind of business, you also need to plug in other streams of income that can help you when you also retire, okay? Because it's not always good to put your eggs in one basket. And one of the good places to do that is investing in, okay, maybe we look at retirement planning options now. So small business owners, you have options available to you, okay? Even if you're a worker, a civil service worker, you also have options that are available to you. And one of these options is the flexibility of your date of retirement as a small business owner. But as a government worker, you don't have that flexibility. So you choose when to retire if you're doing your business and you want to go home and leave that business, all right? So another thing that you need to know is you need to plan out your businesses. And one of the good places that you can get good business, good income that we keep appreciating is in investing in properties. That's another good place. Investing in properties can help you, because I want to also look at it. If you put money in the bank, I already did the calculation for you. You put 200 million in the bank that you're going to use it, and you put it maybe like 20 years ago, like 2020, when dollar, I even said like 3-4 years ago, because I know that about four years ago it was about 150 or so. Okay, after 4 years that money depreciates and now goes from $113,000 to $30,000. It's rubbish. But imagine if you started saving that money and you bought a house. If you bought a house 3, 4, 5 years ago, by now that house would have appreciated. And that's why you have to look into purchases of properties. So, and this kind of business I'm talking about is what can turn you into a millionaire in 1 year. And I'm telling you the truth. I didn't come out here to deceive you. With hard work, forever living business, doing it as a global influencer can turn you to a millionaire in 1 year if you put in the hard work. I'm telling you what has happened to me. Because COVID has made it a consistent monthly thing. So that's why I'm able to bring out money and say I'm building this house, bring out money and say I'm buying this house, or things like that. What is your retirement plan? It's time for you to think about it. And then another thing we need to talk about is planning your will. Planning your will. It's tough, but it's very, very necessary. It's a scenario to consider. And it's what will happen if you pass away before retirement. You need to plan your will. If you need to provide for, your spouse that is still alive, your elderly parents if you go before them, but God forbid, or even your dependent children, because we will all die before our children in Jesus' name. Our children will be the ones to bury us in the mighty name of Jesus. We are not going to bury our children. So if our children are there, you will need certain provisions in your will to ensure their well-being. And remember what the scripture even says. The scripture says that a prudent man, a good man, leaves inheritance for his children's children. So I want to ask you this question. What inheritance are you going to leave for your children? Have you built a lucrative, passive, leveraging business, thriving business that you might consider passing the business to your children so that they can benefit from that business in the coming years? Have you done that? If you have not done that, it's time for you to do that. And like I said, it's very, very important for you to sit down and look at these things and do something about it. Don't procrastinate. And if you're wondering what to do, I'm going to put my phone number now. Chat me. Let's talk about this thing. This business I'm introducing to you today as global influencers, you don't need so much capital to start it. I always ask people, I started this business going to 7 years now, and I started it in 2016. 2016 to 2020. Like 6 years ago. I will be 7 years next year. With 160,000 naira. 160,000 naira. And I'm turning over that in their numbers every month. in their, when I mean in their numbers, I don't want to call figure here so that people won't misunderstand me. I turn it over in their numbers almost daily. It's a business to consider. And some of you will be saying, oh, I've done it before. Is it not forever living? I did it and I failed. You didn't do it the right way. Come, let me teach you how to do it. Come, join the global influencers. Let me show you how you can use social media, attraction marketing, and automation to do this business. My phone is ringing every now and then. It's only when I don't want, I put it off. People are chatting me every now and then. My bank account is clicking every now and then because I took that decision to give my children a better life. I took that decision to make my life better in the future and now. I took that decision to enter a shop and buy what I want and not just be looking at the prices of what I'm buying. I'm giving you this opportunity. Come, let me teach you how you can use your global influencing business to form a good retirement plan for yourself and live right now and also live right in the future. Chat me on my WhatsApp number. I'm putting it on the comment section for you now. My WhatsApp number is +234 703 515 1642. +234 703 515 1642. Chat me now and come, let me teach you. You know, the beautiful thing is that you don't pay anything for the coaching. You don't pay anything for the mentoring. All you do is, even the business you're starting with 160,000, you're not paying the company 160,000. You use it to buy products that will improve your health. Worth that same amount. Today now is no more 160,000. It's 275,000 within 2 consecutive months. And you don't have to bring out that money immediately. If you have as little as 30,000 naira, you can start something for yourself. And I'll teach you how you can complete it within those 2 months. That's the beauty of this business. Chat me on my WhatsApp number. Don't wait any longer. Please don't wait. Don't wait until you will be like those 2 women who called me today. I don't have money to buy the supplements that can help them work well. And their children are not willing to bring out that money. Don't be like those who called me to say they are waiting for government to pay them before they can take care of themselves. Don't be like those ones who say they paid me my pension, they paid me my gratuity, but the gratuity couldn't do something. Or like another one that told me yesterday, yes, they paid me, but I invested it into a business that didn't work, and that's my situation today. This one will work for you. And you put in your time now to grow that business, to become what you're supposed to be. So chat me again, and I'm going to help you to use your talent. Do you know how to cook? Do you know how to research? Do you know how to counsel? Do you know how to talk? Do you know how to read? Whatever your talent is, come. I will use that your talent. I will use that your hobby. I will use that your passion. I will use that burden that you have to teach you how you can find your ideal client customers, how you can get products within our company, because we have over 300 products ranging from weight loss, supplementation, personal care, skin care, home care, animal care, hair care, even hair alone. If you want to deal with only hair, we have no less than 10 products that you can use. And you talk about hair, you do about hair, and I tell you, you're going to make that passive income. I'll take our questions now, and then we will call it a day today. Hello, Yvonne Prosper, you're welcome. Maggie said network. Sorry, Ikaite, good evening, you're welcome. Bams, you're welcome. Oh, Pastor Evelyn is joining me. Pastor Evelyn, we are talking about retirement plan today. You're joining late. Okay, you're joining late. And today we are talking about retirement plan. You can go and watch the replay. Pastor Evelyn is a pastor. She's a civil servant, high-ranking civil servant, and she's one of my 100 global influencers. And she knows how much she's making, that extra income, and building her team so that in 6, 7 years, 10 years to come, she has built up a passive income. Thank you for joining me, Pastor Evelyn. And if you can just type a word to confirm, you can type before we go. Hello Sylvia, how are you? It's 9 o'clock and I need to close down, but please chat me on that WhatsApp number and make sure you plan your retirement in a way that it can help you, okay? Plan it in a way that it can help you. Thank you for joining me. I'm trying to enjoy my blossom tea because it's night. So that it's no calorie, so it's okay for the, it's 0.000%, 0 calories, okay? So that's why I use it when I'm fasting. It helps me to rest well. It helps me to give me deep sleep. My blossom tea. And if you're having sleep issues, come. Even on this blossom tea alone, you can make millions of naira. All right, Pastor Evelyn says, yes, forever is changing life. Come and join us. I'm telling you. In Congo people had only aloe leaf. I'm trying to tell you. Even one product alone. And people were making our global rally. If you can make global rally in the present time now, I can tell you how much you would have sold for you to be able to make enjoy our global rally in the present day now. That means you would have sold products worth 60 million, and some people in Congo were able to sell 60 million worth of aloe leaf. Because this aloe leaf, for example, all our products are wonderful. This aloe leaf is multi-versatile. If you have pile, it can help you. If you have growth, it can help remove that growth. If you have eczema, it can help remove eczema. If you have pimple, it can help reduce it. If you have acne, it can help the acne. If you have mosquito bites, it can help with mosquito bites. If your lip is cracking, it can help. If you have dry skin, you can use it. So aloe leaf alone, one person, so many of them were able to use it. Come join this company, like Pastor Evelyn said, and come and enjoy, and come and have your good retirement plan. Okay? A word is enough for the day. Thank you all for joining me. I love you all. Love you all. Bye. See you on Saturday. Saturday we are going to talk about, remember, like I told you, on Saturday we are going to be talking about what to do if you're having arthritis during cold season. Okay? What are you supposed to do, and what remedies and solutions for arthritis during cold season? Thank you. Love you all. Bye.